The world was still sleeping, wrapped in a blanket of cool, dark blue. The silence was so deep, it felt as if the earth itself was holding its breath, waiting for the first hint of light to break the spell of night. It was that magical time just before dawn in Cappadocia, when the sky hovers between night and day, and every shadow seems to whisper secrets of ancient times. The air held a special kind of quiet, a gentle hush that made every sound, every distant bird call, every soft breeze, feel sacred. I stood on a small terrace, a cup of warm apple tea in my hands, watching the fairy chimneys, dark silhouettes against a sky on the verge of morning. The steam curled up, mingling with the cool air, and I felt both awake and dreamlike at once. There was a flutter of anticipation in my heart, a quiet thrill that grew with every passing moment. The call to prayer had echoed through the valleys earlier, a reminder of the deep history here. Its melody lingered in the air, connecting the present to centuries past. I pulled my shawl tighter, stars still bright above, their light slowly fading as the horizon began to blush with the promise of sunrise. The journey to the launch site was hushed, our van winding through sleepy villages carved into rock. The roads twisted and turned, revealing glimpses of ancient homes and silent courtyards. Little lights flickered in windows as the landscape slipped by, each one a tiny beacon of life in the vast shadowy valley. We were a small group of strangers, united by the dream to float above this land and watch the sunrise. Each of us carried our own hopes and stories, drawn together by the promise of flight. We shared quiet smiles, excitement building, our voices hushed as if not to disturb the magic of the moment. Arriving at a wide field, the darkness faded at the world's edges. The first hints of gold touched the land, painting everything with a gentle glow. There, enormous balloons lay on the ground, colorful heaps waiting to be brought to life. Their colors promised adventure, even as they rested in the dew-soaked grass. Teams moved with calm efficiency, preparing for the spectacle. Every movement was purposeful, practiced, and quietly thrilling to watch. It felt like being backstage before a grand performance, the anticipation almost electric in the cool morning air. The stage was the sky, and we were about to become part of it, stepping into a story written in clouds and sunlight. The adventure was truly beginning, and every heartbeat seemed to echo with possibility. The hush of dawn was about to give way to something unforgettable, a memory that would linger long after the sun had climbed high. Cappadocia was ready to reveal its magic, and I was ready to be swept away by the wonder of a new day. The morning's quiet shattered with a mighty roar, the burners igniting, shooting fire into the balloons. The sudden burst of heat and light felt like the world was waking up all at once, the darkness retreating in the face of this fiery spectacle. Flames lit up the field, pushing back the last of the night. Each balloon glowed from within, lanterns of hope and adventure scattered across the landscape. The balloons stirred, swelling and rising, transformed from flat fabric to towering giants. It was as if they were coming alive, stretching and breathing in the cool dawn air. They strained against their ropes, eager to join the sky. The anticipation was almost tangible, a restless energy building with every passing second. Standing beside one, I felt tiny, but only wonder filled me. The sheer scale of the balloon was humbling, a reminder of how small we are in the face of such grandeur. The crew moved with practiced grace, checking every detail. Their hands worked quickly and confidently, a silent choreography honed by countless mornings like this. For them, routine; for us, the start of a dream. We watched, hearts pounding as the final preparations were made. The wicker basket awaited, sturdy and inviting. It promised both safety and adventure, a vessel ready to carry us into the unknown. We climbed in, bundled up, faces turned skyward. Excitement and nervous laughter mingled in the crisp air as we found our places. The pilot's calm confidence set us at ease. His reassuring smile and steady hands made us feel ready for whatever lay ahead. The ropes loosened. We were almost free. The moment of release was so close we could feel our hearts racing in anticipation. There's a moment before liftoff that's pure magic. A shudder, then silence. Time seemed to pause, the world holding its breath with us. The balloon pulls upward, longing for the sky. The crew waved goodbye, their faces bright with encouragement and pride. Gently we began to ascend. The ground slipped away and a new perspective opened before us. The earth fell away beneath us. The world below became a patchwork of colors and shapes, shrinking with every heartbeat. We were floating, suspended between night and day. The horizon glowed with promise, and the air was filled with possibility. The adventure had truly taken flight. Above us, the sky stretched endlessly, and below, the land waited to reveal its secrets. Cappadocia unfolded below, waiting to be discovered. In that moment, we were part of a symphony of fire and air, carried wherever the wind would take us. Lifting off in a balloon is unlike anything else. No engines, no rush, just a gentle surrender to the wind. The world below feels distant, as if you're stepping into a dream, leaving behind the noise and hurry of everyday life. We floated upward, the ground shrinking into a miniature world. Houses, roads, and trees became tiny details in a vast unfolding tapestry. Silence enveloped us, broken only by the burner's whoosh and delighted gasps. The air was crisp, and every sound felt magnified in the stillness. All around, dozens of balloons rose, a fleet of floating lanterns, each carrying dreamers. The sky was alive with color and anticipation. We were part of a silent ballet, a community sharing this perfect moment. Strangers became companions, united by awe and wonder. The pilot, an artist of the air, steered us with subtle bursts and descents, riding invisible currents. His calm confidence made us feel safe, even as we drifted higher. He pointed out villages, orchards, and shifting landscapes below. Each landmark told a story. Each valley held secrets only visible from above. We weren't just passengers, we were guests, seeing his home from the sky. It felt like being welcomed into a new world. As we climbed, the horizon stretched endlessly. The vastness made us feel both small and infinite at once. Up here, there were no barriers, just freedom and open space. The world below faded, replaced by endless sky and possibility. I leaned against the basket, breathing in the cool, clean air. Each breath felt like a renewal, a reminder of how beautiful the world can be. The sense of peace was profound. Time seemed to slow, and worries melted away in the gentle morning light. We were suspended between earth and sky, part of something timeless. It was as if we were floating in a painting, untouched by the world below. The world below was a living map, every detail revealed. Valleys, rivers, and ancient rock formations unfolded beneath us. The feeling was pure joy, a memory to keep forever. Laughter and smiles filled the basket, echoing the happiness in our hearts. The sun was about to rise, and we had the best seat in the house. Anticipation shimmered in the air as the first rays touched the land. The sky was painted with promise. Hues of gold, pink, and lavender stretched across the horizon, signaling a new day. We drifted, weightless, into the dawn. Each moment felt suspended, as if time itself was holding its breath. Cappadocia's magic was all around us. The landscape below seemed to glow, alive with history and wonder. This was freedom in its purest form, a moment of flight, of beauty, and of endless possibility. At our highest point, the sun appeared, fiery orange, rising above distant mountains. Its first rays shot across the sky, igniting the balloons with golden light. Shadows vanished, revealing the world below in breathtaking color. The sky transformed, indigo to pink, orange, and gold. The land blushed with warmth, valleys flooded with honey-colored light. We floated in silence, awestruck by the spectacle. This was more than a sunrise. It was a soul-stirring experience. Strangers from around the world, united in wonder, shared smiles and tears of joy. The sun climbed higher, bathing us in its glow. The day had begun with a miracle. To witness this from the sky was to feel truly alive. The beauty was overwhelming, the connection unforgettable. Cappadocia's dawn was a gift to the spirit. As we drifted lower, Cappadocia's surreal landscape sharpened into focus. Fairy chimneys, tall conical spires, rose like a forest of stone hats. Formed by ancient volcanoes and sculpted by wind and water, each valley had its own character. Love Valley's cheeky shapes, Rose Valley's pink glow, nature's artistry on full display. But this was more than geology. It was a living museum. Homes and churches carved into rock, underground cities hidden below, evidence of people living in harmony with the land. Our pilot pointed out ancient cave churches, their frescoes centuries old. From above, the scale and ingenuity were clear. Villages nestled into the landscape, not just built upon it. Flying here is a journey through time, floating over layers of history and human stories. The connection to the past is palpable. Cappadocia is a testament to adaptation and creativity. The view from above reveals its secrets. It's humbling, fascinating, and unforgettable. This land tells its story to those who soar above. Our balloon dipped low, almost close enough to touch the fairy chimneys. We floated over stone caps, glimpsing hidden courtyards and gardens carved into rock. Life continued below, colorful rugs shaken from windows, people starting their day. The pilot guided us through a narrow canyon, rock walls rising on either side. He pointed out dovecotes carved into cliffs, a tradition for centuries. We passed over the Soaring open-air museum, monasteries and churches cut into stone, some dating back 1,000 years. The flight was a journey of discovery, every turn revealing new wonders. The balloon ride offered the grand overview, inspiring us to explore on foot later. Cappadocia's secrets beckoned from below. Our landing was as gentle as our ascent, the ground crew greeting us with smiles. The adventure in the sky ended, but the warmth continued on the ground. A table awaited, set with non-alcoholic champagne and honey cake, a tradition to celebrate a successful flight. Our pilot toasted the journey, presenting certificates with genuine pride. The hospitality here is remarkable, welcoming, heartfelt, and sincere. In Cappadocia, you're treated like family, not just a visitor. Conversations flowed, stories were shared, and laughter filled the field. The kindness extended to every part of the visit, from family-run hotels to delicious local food. Simple, fresh dishes cooked with love completed the experience. The generosity here is as magical as the landscape itself. Cappadocia's spirit lingers long after the flight. Floating above the world, strangers became friends. At first, we were quiet, from different countries and backgrounds, but the shared wonder bridged every gap. I chatted with a honeymooning couple from Japan, their joy infectious. A Brazilian family's children laughed with delight at every burst of flame. Language barriers faded, smiles and awe became our common tongue. An Australian gentleman, traveling in memory of his late wife, shared his story with quiet courage. We exchanged stories, laughter, and even tears. By landing, we were no longer strangers, but friends. We promised to share photos, hugged the crew and each other. Travel's greatest gift is connection, unexpected moments that enrich our lives. The balloon ride gave us more than memories. It gave us friendships forged in the sky. These bonds are as precious as the view itself. Cappadocia brought us together, high above the world. As our celebration ended, a sense of peace and fulfillment settled in. The adventure had given more than promised: beauty, joy, and lasting memories. Floating in silence, watching the sun rise with hundreds of balloons is a treasure I'll always keep. Travel reminds us the world is full of magic if we open our eyes and hearts. It connects us, teaches us, and enriches our souls. Despite our differences, we share awe, kindness, and dreams. Sharing those dreams, old friends or new, makes life richer. I hope this story brings you a spark of Cappadocia's magic. Let it inspire your own adventures or remind you of special memories. Our stories connect us, weaving the tapestry of humanity. So dream, explore, and share your joy. Every journey enriches us. Every memory shared is a gift. The world is waiting, full of wonder, ready to welcome you.